I guess.
And I guess that's all Borland wanted to say, wasn't it, Matt?
And VP, Matt Borland 2 laps ago just told Ryan Newman, our calculations show we are 1 lap short of making it. Conserve all the fuel you can, because we're not going to stop. We're going to go to the end.
Who's that for?
That would be the 12. They're rolling the dice.
When you're that close, you're not going to conserve fuel.
No.
I mean, you know, I understand that's what they may want to do, but you know what? When you're that close on making the top 10, you're going to stand on the gas, and if you run out, you run out.
And back to what you said at the very top of the broadcast, Wally, there's a driver in the car with his guts twisted around trying to figure out how this is going to turn out while he's out there racing.
Yes, sir.
But see, he's 9th right now. He's still got a few points. He's got 6 points to play with.
Not many.
That's it. 6 points isn't too much. That's 1 spot.
McMurray's the guy that's going to be so angry. 8 points.
Are we hearing about McMurray? Maybe not running on all 8 cylinders now? that's the 11th place driver.
No, he looks like to me he's running on all of them.
It doesn't sound good.
No.
Sound good.
Somebody's sure sounds like they're on 7. You're right.
Wow. So he is running in 8th place now and can't afford to give up any spots. And that's Mike Wallace right behind him in the 09, running 9th, trying to take a spot away and some of those oh so precious points.
Yeah, and he's catching them really, really fast. Marty, got problems?
He is on 7 cylinders. Jamie McMurray on 7 cylinders, Wally.
Yep, that you can tell how fast Mike Wallace was coming up on the 42 car. Jamie's got trouble.
Now the leader in heavy traffic with pressure from behind. Kurt Busch in the 97 out in front.
Oh, he is so loose getting off turn 2.
You say tell him not to pass us? Don't pass us. Tell him don't pass us.
Who was that?
Whose radio is that, McMurray's?
Maybe Jamie McMurray's trying to don't tell Mike Wallace not to pass him, because after all, it's a, hey, here comes the leader. The leader's out of fuel.
There you go.
Kurt Busch diving in for a stop with 8 laps to go. Jeremy Mayfield is out in front. Kurt doing all he could to get the car slowed down by the commitment line and the pit road speed limit. His chance to win is over.
Okay, now is that enough for McMurray?
Marty?
He's in. They're going to give him a little bit of fuel. The fuel gauge did flutter for Kurt Busch. Very quick stop. Enough fuel to make it to the end, but he will not win tonight.
Boy, oh boy. Hang on. This is going to get topsy-turvy.
Here comes Mayfield. He goes by, puts Kurt Busch a lap down.
Now, is Wallace the position, though, that's keeping McMurray out?
McMurray is basically got to hope that something happened, that Ryan Newman runs out of gas, I think.
I think so, yeah. If Ryan Newman makes it all day, I think Jamie McMurray is going to miss it.
McMurray right now is in 8th place. Newman is in 20th. And Newman has, check this, 11 points on McMurray.
Okay, because, well, Biffle's going to pass McMurray here in about 3 laps. So I didn't know if that was if it was that close or not.
Jamie McMurray running in 8th. Mike Wallace has got by him.
Reno said we don't need the spot, so he's not giving it to us. Sure do need it.
He needs everyone he can get. See, Greg Biffle, a 16 car, trying to get by McMurray. And it should be easy enough on 7 cylinders.
Yeah.
Boy, does he go through the corners, though.
Boy, there's a frustrated driver in that 42 car. I mean, you're just heartbroken right now knowing that you just missed your opportunity. Marty?
Wally Chip Ganassi adamant on the radio, telling the 09 car to help Jamie McMurray out, screaming on the radio. They've sent an official or one of the representatives from the team down to the 09 pit. That is partially a Ganassi car. He wants them to help the 42 out, trying everything they can to keep him in the chase.
Well, that's why I was asking, because I knew that if that was the position, that the 09 may pull over and give McMurray the spot.
The 09 car owned by James Finch. James Finch runs the #1 NASCAR Busch Series team that a lot of the Ganassi drivers drive. They get their power from the Ganassi team in the Busch Series.
Are we getting down to it? White flag, and Ryan Newman takes the white flag.
Mayfield looking for the win. Who's going to have enough fuel to make the final lap? Bobby Labonte is off the pace on the back straightaway a little bit, getting passed by a few cars. Here comes Jeremy Mayfield. He wins the Chevy Rock and Roll 400. Bobby Labonte coasts across the finish line, and Ryan Newman makes it to the checkered flag and in to the chase for the Nextel Cup.
Whew, man. It looks like Jamie McMurray is going to miss it by 15 points.
Ryan Newman is in, and Mayfield did everything he had to do.
Jeremy Mayfield led the most laps tonight, 151 of the 400 laps. And Ryan Newman, with a 20th place finish, is going to squeak into the chase for the Nextel Cup. Mayfield with his first victory since the Pocono race in June of 2000.
And there we see, these are the 10 drivers that will go to Loudon next weekend, starting the battle for the NASCAR Nextel Cup. You see Ryan Newman.
All right, Mark got in.
Mark's in.
Mayfield in with his win tonight. And now, the guys left out.
Man. Casey Kane, McMurray, Bobby Labonte.
And they were in and out all night. Those guys, I mean, it changed a bunch tonight during this race.
Two things turned this race inside out. The big wreck. The big wreck that caught up Jimmy Johnson. And then the caution that came out at lap 293 after a lot of the guys had made green flag pit stops, but Dale Jr. had not.
And where Jeff Gordon, that really moved Jeff Gordon up to the front, which took that 400-point margin away.
Here's a 48 car coming down to get in line. One of the 10 cars that has qualified.
NASCAR is sorting through which 10 drivers have made the chase. They're going to a special impound area to be part of a post-race ceremony and other assorted things like technical inspection. So they've stopped all the cars out there in turn 3 to try and pick the guys out who've made the chase.
I want to see him put a template on that 48 car. Say it's okay.
Kurt Busch,
a little unhappy.
Wound up finishing 15th tonight. He's in the chase for the Nextel Cup, but a potential race win went away in the closing laps.
But you want to win. We have a car that's good. You want to win. Boy, there's some happy guys.
Marty.
Jamie McMurray just asking me where you ended up. You ended up 9th, but you're out of the chase for the championship, Jamie.
Yeah, motor blew up again. I mean, it's about the 5th time this year, and been quick enough. Just too bad those guys work really hard, and not a whole lot more we can do about it. We struggled. Donnie made some good calls in the pits, and we got back up in the top 10, and then blew up with like 25 to go. So that's the way it goes.
It looked like for a moment that you were in, though, because you were in the top 10 and it looked like you were going to make the chase.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, we really don't deserve to be in that right now. The way we finished in the top 10 a lot, and we've raced well enough, but we've just broke too many times, too many DNFs, and that's what that deal's based on, is being consistent, and we certainly haven't been that.
Very upset. He finishes 9th in the race, 11th in the championship, Dave.
Walking with Casey Kane now, who finished 24th tonight. Casey, you're 12th. Not quite in tonight. What are the emotions?
We just didn't do good enough. Too many problems all night long. Just a pretty pathetic race car.
Could you do anything inside the car to try to get your... I mean, I'm sure you did all night.
Yeah, I tried whatever I could. I tried messing with the brake bias and doing whatever. It didn't help, but we got spun out there during the race either, so it was a bad day.
Tough night for a young rookie, guys.
Well, those are the guys who are not happy. Someone who's going to be smiling from ear to ear is in victory lane.
And Jeremy Mayfield has just pulled into victory lane and is about to climb on out and celebrate his first win in a long, long time. And this is big. I talked to his car owner, Ray Evernham, last week before the race at California. He said he believed they had to get it done last week. And when they didn't, they put the focus on Richmond. And Jeremy Mayfield has raced his way back to victory lane and into the chase for the Nextel Cup. And there are high fives and handshakes and hugs. That's Ray Evernham, his car owner. You can't believe it? What can't you believe?
Man, what a night, you know. 19 car, baby. This whole 19 team. Everybody, y'all.
You know these guys?
I knew it's going to happen. Every one is going to be big, and it's too big. Hey, buddy. Great job.
Crew Chief Kenny Francis.
Best team I've ever been with. Mary, come here. A car owner. Can't believe I don't know what to say. You know, I knew we had a good car. Afraid that caution would have got us in trouble, and kept fighting our way back, and here we are, victory lane.
And you raced the 97 pretty hard. Did they tell you they thought there might be a fuel issue there?
Well, I heard they might, but I wasn't sure. You know, I knew that 10 to go, Kenny's 10 to go. That's all I had. You know, we just a great car. I mean, all the Dodge dealers out there, UAW, Siemens, Valvoline, everybody that's been a part of this deal that when we were down, stuck with us. Now we're back. I can't believe it. Just unbelievable. Mountain Dew's awesome.
It was just about a year.
Fix my hat and I'll be all right.
Okay, there was just about a year ago when people had you out of this car, Jeremy, and you guys got it together and stuck together.
Can't believe it. You know, 1 year ago, like you said, wasn't even going to be here. You know, and kept fighting our way back. This is the toughest bunch of group of guys I've ever seen. All the guys at the shop stuck with me, just kept believing in me, and I mean, that's what we had to do. Come here, lead all the laps, win the race. These guys don't let me down. I love them.
Beginning next week, you race for the Nextel Cup.
And I can't believe that. You know, we come in this week after the last couple of weeks. We had some bad weeks, and come in this week just won it so bad, and we said never going to give up. Raced it behind us, you know, kept us pumped up, and here we come. And got to run for the championship, top 10 in points, won the race. Don't get no better.
I think the party's out in Owensboro.
My mom, dad, everybody home. We did it. Party is Owensboro, North Carolina, Tennessee, where we're from, baby.
Jeremy Mayfield wins in Richmond, Dave.
As the cheers go on, Bill, back in the garage area, more guys who did not make the chase. Bobby Labonte, 13th in points at the end of this race. A 16th place car tonight, Bobby. How tough was that?
Well, I mean, you know, I think we had a better car than that a lot for the most part of the race. You know, just the way the caution flags fell, and we got lapped down, and, you know, we were running, you know, pretty good there. And, you know, it's just so hard to pass. You know, saw that for the past 3 nights in a row here. You know, I hate it for all the guys. I mean, I think we got a great race team. We just didn't be able to prove it in the last, you know, 6 or 7 races to rebound from what we had a few weeks ago. And, you know, just hate it for all our sponsors, all the guys that work on the car, everybody, Joe Gibbs Racing. You know, we definitely tried. You know, we just didn't do a good enough job as a race team. But you know, there's a lot of worse things in the world than, you know, this right now. So it stinks, but at the same time, you know, we'll go on to Loudon, and, you know, we got to look forward to finish 11th, I guess, at this point in time. So we'll just do the best we can and see what we got. Again, I think the big thing that I like about it is we got a great race team, and, you know, I think we ran better tonight. Wasn't quite an aero-sensitive track like I have been going to. That's struggling for me. So maybe we'll fix those places and get better at them that we weren't good at before, and finish 11th.
A little perspective from the champion of 4 years ago. Marty?
Dave, walking back to the hauler with Kevin Harvick, who finishes 12th tonight, and wanting to get a seat away from everybody. That was a hard-fought 12th place finish for you guys, Kevin.
Yeah, I mean, car was good early. We just got a little bit loose there under braking. Second half of the race and just couldn't get in the corner. But all in all, it wasn't a bad night for the Jim Gunner Chevrolet. Did the best we could, and that's all you can ask for.
Were you aware of the point situation all night long, Kevin, and what you had to do to try and be in it?
I saw the 48 wreck, so I knew our chances were a lot better than they were when the race started. So knew it, but just did what we could, and that's it.
Fairly calm, Kevin Harvick, 14th in the championship standings now, Alan.
So here are the drivers who will race for the NASCAR Nextel Cup over the final 10 races and the standings after tonight's race in Richmond. Jeremy Mayfield moving up 5 positions with his victory tonight in this race. Who have not made the top 10 cut tonight. Minutes ago, Marty Snyder spoke with Dale Jarrett, who wound up 15th.
Dale Jarrett, what a dejected moment, but you fought so hard to get a 15th place finish tonight, DJ.
We looked like we weren't prepared for that. Ran terrible, just terrible. So not much you can say. We weren't ready to get what we needed to get.
You had some words with Jimmy Spencer. Were you upset with him?
No, I was apologizing because I ran into him over there and I was just out of control.
All right, Dale Jarrett obviously upset. Out of the chase for the championship. He finishes 15th in the race, 15th in points right now.
Yeah, it's just not a good night for Dale. They just could not get that car to drive, and we talked about it a couple of times. He was driving all he could to try and do something with it, but it wasn't working. Lots more to come from Richmond. We'll talk to all of the drivers in the chase for the Nextel Cup beginning when we come back.